Stevens Fieldhouse for tonight's Iowa Conference men's game. Tonight's game pits the Buena Vista Beavers, who are 8-8 and 5-3 overall in the conference, against the Dubuque Spartans, who are 2-5 in the conference and 5-11 overall. Hello, I'm York Plague, and with me tonight is Chris Jostock. And the series between these two teams is, how has it been going the last couple of years?
Last year, Buena Vista swept Dubuque for the first time since 1977 and 78. And earlier this year, they already won at Dubuque. In the last year, in the two wins, they stopped Dubuque's 17-game winning streak.
Okay, so going into this season, or last season, Dubuque had a 17-game win streak, and Buena Vista will be going for 4 in a row tonight. Brendan Riley is how many threes behind the leader this year?
He seems to be 2 3-pointers last night. Now he has 136 and 2 seasons, so he's just a little bit behind that league lead. So he's 1 behind, I believe. 1 behind?
Well, if he catches, if they're able to hit that tonight, maybe we'll see that record fall. We'll be back here in a couple minutes on Innovation Video. Thanks.
BB basketball. Hi, Mom. Love you.
Say Merry Christmas. Did you have a good Christmas? Yeah, get lots of stuff. Hey! Get your horsey. Do something cute. You're just gonna sit there and grin.
If you don't stop your friend from driving drunk, who will? Do whatever it takes.
Every time we say goodbye, I die a little. Every time we say goodbye, I wonder why a little.
Goodbyes are never easy. But none are as painful as saying goodbye forever. So please help one more person live this year by giving blood just one more time. After all, that one person could be someone you never want to part with.
They allow you to go.
Boy, I really did it last night. Got drunk, acted stupid, went home with... Who is that? What, am I stupid? How did I do this? Barry began to worry, really worry. What about AIDS? Then he remembered, hey, I'm just a cartoon. I don't even have to shower. Get high, get stupid, get AIDS.
Hello and welcome back to Stevens Fieldhouse for tonight's men's game. Buena Vista Beavers are 8-8 on the season, as the Dubuque Spartans are 5-11. This is York Plague back here in Storm Lake. Like we said, the series really went in Dubuque's way earlier until these last 2 years.
Yeah, Buena Vista going for 4 in a row here tonight against the Dubuque Spartans.
And Dubuque had not been swept by Buena Vista until last year. The last time before that was 77-78 season. So it was really good for Buena Vista to see that they've come back and able to beat Dubuque.
Okay, we'll go through some of the players for Dubuque that Buena Vista are going to have to shut down tonight. First, at the guard position, number 14, Larry Jackson, a 5'8 senior. He's been doing a real good job for Dubuque so far on the season. Another person inside, a forward, a 6'3 junior, number 4, Brian Isbell. Those are 2 guys Buena Vista is going to have to stop tonight in order to get a win here against this Dubuque team.
Jackson had 16 in the meeting earlier this year, and I believe Isbell had 18, and also Dan Mork had 18 points.
Yeah, I don't know if Mork's going to be in the starting lineup. He isn't down here for the starters, but he did have 18. He's only a freshman.
Freshman out of Colorado Springs, 6'7", so he's big body inside.
Yep. The Spartans, as we talked with Dave Gunther during practice and stuff, he said that, I mean, they don't really run much of an offense. It's mostly motion, run around, and try to get open and put the shots in. So Buena Vista will probably go out into a zone against them tonight.
Evers is closing in on the 1,000-point mark for his career. He's only a junior, and he has 937, which leads him 8th on the all-time list, followed closely by Ryan Forth, who has 877, and Donnie Walls, who has 869. They're 9 and 10th. And Brendan Riley, like we said earlier, hit 2 3-pointers Thursday night, and that leaves him 5 behind the all-time leaders. We just found that out. And the all-time leader is Shane Steele, and he had 136. So we're looking to see maybe if he can catch fire tonight, maybe he'll break that record. Yeah,
Brendan's had just a great year. He's averaging right around 15 points a game for Buena Vista, and he's doing a real good job. Senior, he's really stepping it up his last year here at Buena Vista.
And early this season, I believe he broke the 1,000-point barrier.
Yeah, he did, and I think it was the first home game here against Takeo Westmore.
Yes. Also, behind Riley, Jimmy Calkins is senior, I believe he is. Yes, he is a senior. He has 116 career three-pointers, and Walls has 114. So those two are
Buena Vista known for their three-point shooting. I mean, if these kids get hot tonight, you're gonna be in for a good show from Buena Vista.
You bet. Looking at the scoring for Buena Vista, like you said, Riley averaging right around 15. Evers leading the team with 19.7, and also leading the team in boards with 7.3. So if you're Dubuque, you've got to look to cue in on him because he's really having a fantastic season.
Yep, Jason Evers, if he gets on, he can be a real great player for Buena Vista. He's doing a real good job this year, like you said, averaging right around 19.7 points a game. Last week against Dubuque, Jason Evers scored 30 points. It's a season high, and he grabbed 9 boards. So Dubuque was not able to stop him the first time, and if Buena Vista gets it inside to Evers again, it's going to be a rough night for Dubuque.
He was 10 of 17 shooting from the floor, and also 10 of 12 from the line. He's got to be really happy about his shooting from the line.
Yeah, he's doing a good job so far, is Jason Evers. And right now I think Buena Vista has to get the ball inside to Evers and see if Brendan Riley can get hot early.
And also Ryan Forth, he's tough inside. He's averaging 13.6 points and also 5.9 boards. At the boards, I believe he's third team in scoring.
Yep. Ryan Forth he's got a great turnaround baseline shot. He'll make that all night against Dubuque.
Okay, well, we're going to cut to commercial here for a couple minutes here on Innovation Video, and we'll be back here in a few minutes. So we'll see you back here in a few minutes then.
Stay tuned for Beaver basketball.
It takes so little to save our rivers and oceans for future generations. If we use less toxic household cleaners, we protect a little. Fewer lawn care chemicals, a little more. And recycling used motor oil gains us so much. In fact, there are many things we can do in our everyday lives that can help stop water pollution forever. Clean water, if we all do a little, we can do a lot. Brought to you by the Natural Resources Defense Council and the Ad Councils of the U.S. and Japan.
Which child deserves to be read to? This one? Or is it this one? Which child will learn to use a toothbrush? Who will have a chance to sing? The choice is yours. Volunteer for Head Start. With your help, more low-income preschool children can get what other children already have. Change the world of a child, and you change the world.
You're getting so angry.
That's enough! Enough! I'm gonna give you something to scream about! Get over here! Get up!
I can't!
I'm talking to you! Get up!
I can't!
Stop crying! You're asking for it again!
For information about how you can help stop domestic violence, call us.
Someone out there needs help, and you've decided to save them. Every year, thousands of people die waiting for organ and tissue transplants. To be a donor, even if you've signed something, you must tell your family now so they can carry out your decision later. Otherwise, it's like throwing a 12-foot rope to someone who's 15 feet away. Share your life. Share your decision.
Hello and welcome back to Stevens Fieldhouse for tonight's men's game. Like I said earlier, the Buena Vista Beavers are 8-8, 5-3 in the conference, as Dubuque comes in 5-11, 2-5 in the conference. Now this weekend is really important for Buena Vista in their quest for conference title.
Yeah, there's a lot of big games going on this weekend. We got Dubuque, which is tonight for Buena Vista, and tomorrow night they have Luther coming into town. Luther is down at the bottom of the Iowa Conference standings, so if they can get 2 wins here, it'll be big wins here for the Buena Vista in the conference.
As I look at who the other teams are playing, the 3 teams ahead of them, Central, Wartburg, and Simpson. Central is at Loris. That's a tough place to play. So, Central can come out with a loss there, and then the next night, tomorrow night, they play at Wartburg. So let's say Central comes out with 2 losses. They're 7-3. We win twice. We're 7-3.
Yeah, that could very well happen. It's very tough to win in the Iowa Conference when you're on the road, and Central's going to find that out maybe when they go to over to Loris and to Wartburg this weekend.
Yes, so if the things happen right, like Simpson, I believe they're playing at Luther's at Simpson, and then of course Luther's here tomorrow night, and Simpson is at Loris is at Simpson, excuse me. So let's say Simpson loses both those. If everything goes right, the right teams lose and we win, we could be right back in the top 2, maybe even for a tie for the lead.
Yep. Buena Vista is really looking to get, if they get these 2 games and like you said, Wartburg gets a loss, they'll be at 6-2 or 6-2 or 6-3. So Buena Vista, this is a big weekend for Buena Vista and the Iowa Conference.
The loss at Central may have hurt them a bit, but I think they still have a legitimate shot at this.
Yeah, they sure do. Just getting a couple wins and getting a couple breaks.
Okay, well, we're going to be back here in about a minute on Innovation Video. Oh, okay, excuse me. We're going to stay here. We're going to go into the PA announcer here for the starting lineups. All right. Here in about 15 seconds.
Once again, we welcome you to Stevens Fieldhouse, home of Buena Vista basketball. The guests tonight from Dubuque, the University of Dubuque Spartans. The starting lineups first for Dubuque. At a forward position, a 6'3" junior from East Chicago, Indiana, number 4, Brian Isbell. At a forward for Buena Vista, a 6'3" senior from Fonda, number 22, Brendan Riley. At a forward for Dubuque, a 6'7" freshman from Colorado Springs, Colorado, number 33, Dan Mork. At forward for Buena Vista, a 6'5" senior from Gilbert, number 42, Ryan Forth. At center for Dubuque, a 6'8" junior from Bellevue, number 45, Jeremy Putnam. At center for Buena Vista, a 6'7" junior from Clarks, Nebraska, number 50, Jason Evers. At a guard for Dubuque, a 6'3" junior from Savannah, Illinois, number 31, Ryan Piccolati. At a guard for Buena Vista, a 6'2" junior from Lake Mills, number 34, Josh Hegel. And at guard for Dubuque, a 5'8" senior from Hammond, Indiana, number 15, Larry Jackson. Point guard, Buena Vista, a 5'10" senior from Battle Creek, number 10, Don Walls. And once again, we remind you, the Iowa Conference rules stipulate that no one sit on the bottom row of the bleachers during conference games. It enables players and coaches and referees an easier time of getting up and down the floor. We appreciate your cooperation.
They started to insert him, decided to put him in the starting lineup. He had 18 last game, like we said. So, again, for the Beavers, it will be Walls, Riley, Hegel, Forth, and Evers. And for the Spartans, it'll be Isbell, Jackson, Piccolati, Mork, and Putman.
Yeah, like you said, Mork had a big game last year, the freshman. He had 18 against BV down at Dubuque.
Well, we're about to start here. It'll be number 45, Jeremy Putman, going up against Evers for the jump ball. Here we go. Evers controls it, tips it back, and Walls catches up to it. So starts off Buena Vista's ball. Walls looking to set up the offense. Hegel flashing high. Inside to Evers. Fade away.
Good roll. Good shot by Jason Evers. Nice pass from Hegel down the right baseline. Makes that shot for 2.
So we're going the other way. Be Larry Jackson bringing it up with Walls guarding him. Finds number 33, Mork. Back over to Jackson. Jackson looking inside for Isbell. Putman spins in the lane. Oh, good rebound. Ryan Forth tears that one down. Up ahead to Walls. The Hegel, he drives the lane. Oh, we got the charge.
I don't know about that call. It didn't look like his feet were set there at all.
Well, the ref thought maybe he did. I don't know. And looks like number 4, Isbell, was coming hard for the block there. He looks like he got it for that one, but called the charge on Hegel, so we're going the other way. 2-0 early here. Buena Vista ahead. Again, Jackson bringing it up against Walls. Not a lot of movement so far. Oh, Hegel, I think, is going to be calling the grab on.
That's 2 quick ones on Josh Hegel.
Yes, 2 in a minute 4. So, in early foul trouble for Hegel. Now I think Gunther was motioning the one out, and Hegel shook his head no. I think he's going to watch it here. Oh, Evers able to get around Putman. Riley gets the ball. Up ahead, Walls. Back to Riley. Oh, no.
Oh, behind the back pass from Brendan Riley. A little bit of showtime there to Hegel for 2.
I don't even think he knew where he was, but nevertheless, Hegel was there. He got the ball and put it in. Excellent pass. Going the other way, 4-0, Buena Vista lead. Jackson working against Walls again. Isbell inside. Forth. May have gotten a piece of it. Rebound tipped by Hegel. Walls up ahead to Riley. Oh, bounce pass right off the feet of Evers. And the Spartans come up with it. Jackson pushing it ahead. Inside to Putman. Oh, Evers able there to get a piece. They're going to call it on Forth. Ryan Forth with the foul.
Good spin around there by Putman, drawing the fall for Dubuque.
Ryan Forth's first foul. Putman at the free throw line. A 6'8" center out of Bellevue, Iowa. Chance for them to score their first points of the game here. First one up, no good, short. Second, Putman's, it's good. 1 point for Putman, makes it 4-1 in favor of Buena Vista.
Butte going in a full court press there, easily taken up by Buena Vista.
Walls looking to get down the lane, gives it back to Forth, gives it right back to Walls. Setting it up. There's Hegel. Over to Riley. There's Walls. Oh, looked like he's going to shoot. I think Evers thought he was, too.
Evers thought he was going to put it up, turn his back, and Walls threw it right over his head.
With the turnover, go the other way. Spartans ball. Jackson again bringing it up. Not a lot of movement on the offense.
No, Dubuque is in no hurry. They'll content to take it down to 35, take the 35-second clock down, and take a shot.
There we go. Forth playing some really good defense and tying up the ball with Dan Mork. Like we said, Mork, the freshman out of Colorado Springs, Colorado, had 18 last game.
And he hasn't done any. I don't think he's put up a shot yet in this game.
Jump ball goes to the Spartans. Jackson really just, he's got one sock up, one sock down. I just kind of noticed that. Nice style.
Yeah, it's a good style from him. Real nice.
Rebound Forth up ahead to Hegel. Gets up and lays it in. Josh Hegel with 4 already. 6-1 in favor of Buena Vista with 17:08 left in the first half. Jackson going against Walls again. Gets it to Mork. He finds number 45 Putman. Excellent pass there.
Good job from Mork finding Putman there for an easy 2 for the Spartans.
Putman with all 3 points for the Spartans so far. Going the other way. Walls open for 3. This time he takes it. No good. Rebound comes down to Dan Mork, freshman. Pushing it ahead is number 31 Piccolotti. Guarded closely by Riley. Doing a lot of dribbling there. Oh, finds a basket and hits it.
Somehow he just turned around, threw up a prayer there, and it went in. Piccolotti.
Walls bring it the other way. Riley open. No good. Rebound number 45, Jeremy Putman. Jackson pushing up a little bit here. Jackson for 3. No good. Rebound Isbell. Calling the foul on Josh Hegel.
That's going to be 3 on Hegel, and they're going to have to take him out now.
I think he's in for quite a long break here.
Yeah, Detlinger will be coming in for Hegel now. I thought, a terrible call there. Hegel had good position. The number 4, Isbell, just went right over him. Called the block, though.
And that's something maybe you shouldn't try with 2 fouls 4 minutes into the game. Spartans inbound. Oh, Walls.
Good hustle by Walls.
Jackson just kind of just trotting down the court like he thought he was going to get that long pass, and Walls always hustling, able to tip it out of bounds.
Lightning quick speed.
Oh, you
Johnny
bet.
Walls.
Isbell to inbounds. Jackson. Denlinger maybe looking to trap. No, he drops off. Isbell looking for Putman. No, he goes across. Screens for Isbell.
Donnie Walls playing great position defense so far on Jackson.
Yeah, Jackson looks like he may be quick, but he hasn't been able to get down the lane with any penetration or anything. Into the game for the Spartans is number 11. I believe, yes.
Not on our program here.
No.
Should we call him Mike Cousins? He's got number 12.
Sure, why not? Well, here's number 10, Keith at Big Bane. That might be it. I don't know. Walls in for the layup. Ooh! Isbell able to catch him. Pins it off the glass. They're going to call the foul.
Looked like a pretty nice pin to me.
Well,
nevertheless, Donnie Walls goes to the line.
I think we should call number 11 Mike Cousins.
Yeah, let's call him Cousins.
All right, Mike Cousins.
Hey, if he didn't have that name, we'll give him a new one for tonight.
New identity for
tonight. He is Mike Cousins.
Yes.
Walls at the line shooting 2. No good. At the line so far this year, Walls shooting 71%, and that's second on the team. Walls' second one, up and good. So Donnie Walls scores his first point of the game. 7-5 in favor of the Beavers here. Well, Mike Cousins, I think, had a little short stint there playing time. He'll go back out.
He's just playing his role, York. At 3 seconds.
Isbell.
There's a charge.
Knocks over Dentlinger. Jackson able to get the 3 off. Oh, Evers looks like maybe got climbed on, but nevertheless, number 33, Dan Mork, was able to come down the board and put it in. Evers inside.
He'll draw the foul on number 45.
Jeremy Putman.
Yep. Is that his second or first? First.
I believe it's his first.
Personal foul 45 for you, Jeremy Putnam. First personal, second team foul.
So Evers at the line. And he's shooting 66%, and that 10 of 12 from the line last time they played Dubuque really had to help out his free throw percentages. First one's up and good. So that's 3 on the night for Evers. Evers' second free throw, up and good.
Low scoring first 5 minutes here, though.
Both teams might look a little hesitant.
Yep.
Jackson bringing it up. Absolutely no movement for the Spartans. Jackson trying to look inside, finds Piccolotti. Oh, and then number 33, Dan Mork with the travel. Got him up in the air and then didn't know what to do with it.
Nope. Decided to maybe try to walk instead of dribble. It's a travel call.
Beavers ball going the other way. Walls setting it up. Back to Riley. Walls over to Dentlinger. There's Riley over to fourth. Riley to Walls. Oh, kind of passes it to number 33, Dan Moore. And Jackson's going the other way, pushing up ahead. Piccolotti driving the lane. Finds Isbell. Decides not to take the three. Out to Piccolotti. Decides to set it up. Isbell cutting baseline, gets it to him. Evers, and Dentlinger blocks him from behind.
Both teams really sluggish on offense here in the first 6 minutes of play. Only 9 points being scored by BV and 7 for Dubuque.
Looking pretty ragged here for the first part of the game. Spartans looking to inbound into their own basket. Isbell throws up a prayer. And
that's exactly what it was. He caught part glass.
Down the other way. Excellent pass to Evers. Walls finding and cutting Evers, and he puts it in.
Great one-handed leaner for two. They'll go to the line.
That's 6 on the night for Evers. Chance to make it 7, and that gives Buena Vista 11-7 lead. When Buena Vista pushes ahead like that, and when Evers, if he's gonna run the court like that, he's gonna get some easy buckets.
Yep. Whenever they run it, whenever Buena Vista's been running it, they've been getting good shots.
Evers free throw up and good. That gives him 7. He's a perfect 3 of 3 from the line too. Spartans. Walls coming to set the trap with Dentlinger, and Jackson just kind of decides he's going to run down the court with that one. Walls gives it to Dentlinger. Back to Walls. Tipped out of bounds by number 33, Dan Mork.
Riley really wants that 3 over there now. Just waiting to put that one in number 33's eye.
Riley with the ball. Taken away by number 31, Piccolotti. Gets up, almost puts it down. That'll be 4 for Piccolotti.
Good job there anticipating the pass from Riley. Piccolotti for 2 on the other end for Dubuque.
Evers top the key over to Riley. That's an open 3. Yep.
That's in Putman's eye. Brendan Riley.
That record count is down to 4.
Keep shooting like that, he'll reach that tonight.
Number 33 the other way, Dan Moore.
I believe that's his first 2 of the night.
Actually, I believe.
Does he have 4?
Moore has 4.
Okay.
4th in the lane, hitting it.
Jimmy Cockins set to come in for BV.
Jackson walking it up. Over to Mork. Then Jackson drives. Tries to leave it for Isbell, but
good job of Nick Dentlinger taking the charge there.
Gets in there, gets his feet set, and we'll go the other way. Buena Vista on top here, 17-11 with 12:37 left in the game.
Donnie Walls getting a much-deserved rest as Cockins heads into the ball game.
Cockins on the season is averaging 5.7 points a game and 2.1 boards. Dentlinger open for 3. Just short, and number 31, Ryan Piccolotti with the board.
It's a good shot, though. He had it wide open.
Isbell from deep. 0 for 2 on 3s tonight for him. And rebound, Nick Dentlinger. So going the other way. Riley gets it inside to Evers. He spins. May have been partially blocked. Maybe in the foul. Isbell looking to push it ahead. Piccolotti. No good. Everybody's
just
down.
Up and down. No, can't quite put it in either team.
Riley in the corner. No good. Rebound. Evers. He goes back up with it.
He gets fouled.
I believe that one is on Jeremy Putman, 6'8" junior out of Bellevue, Iowa. And if my stats are correct, that's number 2.
All right. Putman with 2 big falls in the first half.
Getting set to come in for Spartans is number 00, Maurice Vankenschott, junior from Chicago, Illinois.
00.
Maurice Banton Scott.
Evers, I believe 4 of 4 at the line tonight.
He's doing a good job at the line so far for BV.
Evers with 8, a chance to make it 9. That was good. A little flat, but it went in. Jackson.
What do you think about that sock fad there, Brian?
I don't know. Maybe that one just lost the stuff at the top to hold it up. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe just got one little sock and one big sock. You forgot the other one at home.
Yeah, that might be it. You have to travel long ways. You know, you couldn't turn around and go back and get a sock.
That's right.
Rebound Putman, he puts it back in. Putman with 5 on tonight. Going the other way, Dentlinger drives. Blocked by, I believe, number 33, Mork. Ball tipped out, and Evers will set it up. Set to check in is number 52, Jeff Wilson, the sophomore from Grandview. Riley can't hit the layup, and the rebound is hauled in by Jeremy Putman. Jackson drives and tries to no good by number 0, double zeros Bankin Scott.
Evers doesn't want that in his house.
Nice touch pass to 4th, and he hits it.
That's his shot, 9-1. He'll hit that shot in the paint all night.
Excellent pass. 21-13 here with 10:34 left. Jackson again just walking it up. Piccolotti with the ball, gives it back to Jackson. Jackson back to Piccolotti. Jackson again, he'll drive the lane, finds Bankin Scott. Inside to number 33,
good
Dan
pass.
Mork.
Good pass from Bankin Scott to Mork there.
Mork was 6, so he's might be catching fire again. Riley over to 4th. Jimmy Calkins drew the foul on number 15, Larry Jackson.
I think they're going to call it away from the ball just because they won.
All right, well, we'll be back here in about a minute. We're going to cut the commercial, so we'll be back here in Innovation Video.
My name is Jason Evers. Stay tuned for more Beaver basketball and Innovation Video.
They're gonna win. Are you scared of flying? No. Good.
5:33. If you don't stop your friend from driving drunk, who will?
Go ask the man what gates to Chicago.
Do whatever it takes.
Hello and welcome back to Stevens Fieldhouse, where our Beavers are on top 21-15 here with 9:58 left in the first half. Leading the Beavers so far is Jason Evers with 9. He's having a really good game so far.
Yep. One of the keys to tonight's ball game was trying to get the ball into Evers, who is averaging 19.7 points a game. And so far, he's really stepped it up for BV, leading in scoring.
Into the game, number 52, Jeff Wilson. Oh, pass too high for Wilson. And Jackson will have an easy layup, I think. Yes. Jackson puts it in. That's his first 2. Dentlinger overshot Wilson, and
he was wide open there. It would have been an easy 2 for BV, too.
Dentlinger finds Evers. Calkins over to Wilson. He'll try to penetrate, spins, goes baseline, finds Dentlinger. Out front to Calkins. He'll penetrate and gives it to Evers. Free throw line. Good.
Good shot by Evers. Fading away, hits the 2.
11 for Evers. And that gives Buena Vista a 6-point lead here.
Just showing how ragged it is. Buena Vista has 6 turnovers in the ball game so far in the first half.
Jackson going against Calkins. He finds number 31, Ryan Piccolotti. Inside to Isbell. And it goes. Brian Isbell with his first 2 points of the game. Beavers setting it up. Dentlinger top of the key. Over to Calkins. Gives to Riley, who shoots for 3. That's good.
Yep. That one's at number 31. Ryan Piccolotti's eye.
So that's 2 threes on the night for Brendan Riley, and he's itching closer and closer to that record.
Is that 3 now? He's 3 away from it, or?
Yes. Yes, I believe so.
Okay.
Jackson setting it up. Finds Vankenscott, who can't hit. Isbell.
Good job by Detlinger hitting it off Isabel's leg there. Getting BV the ball back.
Isbell just kind of trotted over to that.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of hustle on the Dubuque team.
No, they're just kind of just take it easy down the floor, wait for the 35-second clock to go down and put up a shot. Nothing fancy about it.
Calkins brings it the other way. He finds Dentlinger from deep. Just short on that. Brendan Riley at the rebound. Calkins out to Riley. Back to Calkins. To Wilson. To Evers, free throw line. No good. Rebound Dentlinger. He'll put it back up. No good. That number 33 Mork just kind of tipped it right to Evers.
Yep. Good job but staying with it there for BV, getting the ball back, and Evers eventually finding the handle and going to the line, shooting 2.
Where he is perfect tonight, 5 of 5, so it's a good place for him so far. 26-19 here with 7:56 left. I don't know about you, but this game, I don't know, it's starting to pick up a little bit, but in the earlier stage it was kind of ragged.
Yeah, we might have to go back to the dorms to get our pillow and blanket if this continues like this. Be here all night.
Jason Evers 6 of 6 from the line with 12 points, chance to make it 13, and Nick Dentlinger will go out of the game, and senior Donnie Walls from Battle Creek back into the game. Evers' second free throw up and good. 7 of 7 from the line.
Buena Vista in the full court trap. Easily taken by Isabel. Good pass to Mork.
Ooh. Oh. Mork travels, but threw it up anyway.
I think he's kind of glad he traveled there. Evers sent that one over to half court. Airmail, half court, Evers.
Beavers going the other way. Walls finds Riley. He's looking for that 3, but he penetrates this time. Nice left and hits it.
Nice shot there by Riley. Thought about the 3, took the easy 2.
Nice left, but of course
he is left-handed.
He is left-handed.
Yeah, so we won't brag about his left hand.
Jackson really can't find anything inside to Isbell. Taken away by Jimmy Calkins.
That's especially there, the little strip by Calkins.
The corner to Walls, back to Calkins. The other corner to Walls. Good.
There's a 3. It's a matter of time until he hit one.
Walls passes in one corner, just runs to the other one after he throws it back to Calkins, and hits it in the other corner. So, excellent job by Walls getting open there. Number 31, Piccolotti with the ball. Gives it to Mork. Back to Piccolotti. He's looking inside to Putman. Evers playing some good D in there. Isbell. Ball almost taken away by Calkins, but they're going to call a foul on him.
As Calkins was hit that one, though. Candy. Candy from a baby there. It looked like he had a clean strip, but they're going to call a foul.
Into the game for the Beavers is number 54, Dana Seifer, the freshman from Storm Lake.
Yeah, hometown native here. Dana Seifer.
6'7", transferred in, for this semester. First semester, I don't know, where South Dakota State University.
Yep, I believe it was at Brookings.
So a really fortunate time for him to come with a lot of the big guys out at the present time.
Yeah, he came at the right time for Coach Dave Gunther. Happy to bring him in with people that we have heard.
Isbell hits his first one. Second one up. Rattles in. Gives 4 for Isbell so far. Riley going the other way.
He'll shoot that.
Pulls up for 3. No good.
Good tip in by Jeff Wilson.
Jeff Wilson with 2 points in the night.
Grandview, Iowa.
Grandview, Iowa's finest, Jeff Wilson. The mayor of Grandview, Iowa.
Yep.
Jeff. No. Isbell unable to get past Wilson. Bumps him, puts up the shot. No good. He's forcing some shots tonight.
Yeah, he sure is.
Rebound Seifer going the other way. Wallace finds Calkins in the corner. No good. Rebound Seifer back out to Calkins. Riley.
Good job by Seifer there to tip that one back out and get a new fresh 35-second clock.
Walls finds Riley. There's Wilson top the key, back over to Walls. Walls drives baseline,
in and
can't
out.
hit. Rebound pulled down by number 33, Dan Mork, the freshman out of Colorado Springs. Isbell looking to set it up. Tipped away by Seifer. Isbell is able to come up with it. All right. Well, with 5:32 left, timeout is taken, and Buena Vista has a 35-21 lead. You have to be happy about that so far if you're Dave Gunther.
Yeah, it's been a pretty sluggish first 10 minutes, but they've really picked it up here, and Buena Vista getting out to a 14-point lead here with 5 minutes left.
You bet. Brendan Riley has 8 points, of course, 2 threes, and I believe how many would that put him at now?
I think that'd be 3 away.
3 away from tying. He's 5 behind the all-time leader, so.
Okay.
I believe right now he has 133 career threes.
And Shane Steele, leader at Buena Vista with 136 in 2 seasons.
Did that in 2 seasons, you bet.
That's a tremendous accomplishment, 136 in only 2 seasons.
You bet. And Matt Seward?
Yeah, Seward.
Yeah, he has 135. So right now Riley is in 3rd place, and
yeah, I don't think it matters how we pronounce her name. They're just going to be glad they got a little bit of airtime. Those old guys. I don't know how old they are.
And also, Jason Evers has 13 points. And leading the way for the Spartans is Dan Mork with 6. Well, we're set to start here again. As both teams discuss their strategies in that timeout.
The mayor out there guard number 4, Isbell.
Isbell gets it into Jackson. Jackson going against Walls. Into the game, Brian Sigler from Bloomington, Illinois. Isbell from the baseline, no good. Rebound, Jeff Wilson.
Yeah, Jackson unable to hit a 3 there. Yeah, I don't think he has any points yet tonight. Or does he have I think he has a layup.
No good by Riley. Back to your question, Isbell has, oh, excuse me, was that Jackson? Jackson
Good steal
has 2.
there by Riley. Easy layup for Calkins.
Calkins with his first 2 on the night. Yes, Jackson Lee has 2 on the night. He had that layup on that inbounds play that he stole and was able to get down the court and lay it in. Brian Sigler to inbound into Jackson. Jackson bringing it up the court. Looking to set something up. Good position there by Putman. Tipped away, I guess. Walls must have hit it off his leg. And
yeah, I think Walls hit it off Putman's leg there.
And it'll be the Beavers ball. Walls bringing it the other way. 37-21 here with 4:35 left in the game. Calkins with the ball. Inside to Seifer. Finds Wilson. Over to Walls for 3. No good. Rebound Jackson.
Just a little bit short there by Donnie Walls.
Jackson gives it to Piccolotti. There's Sigler. Inside to Isbell.
Yeah, Isabel's got that down. A leaner charge.
Isbell with 4 points in the night, and I know he's for sure he's missed a couple threes and a couple of shots inside, so not a real strong game for him so far.
Yeah, he'll take a seat, and Mark will come in for Dubuque.
Going the other way, Walls bringing it up the court. Walls finds Calkins. Riley top the key, back to Calkins. Inside to Seifer. They're going to call the foul on number 41, I believe. Brian Sigler, junior out of Bloomfield, Illinois. Bloomington.
Seifer will go to the line and shoot 1-on-1.
Foul on 41 for Dubuque, Brian Sigler. That's his first.
Now checking into the game, Aaron Bloom, the freshman guard out of Albert City, and he checks in for Brandon Riley, who has 8 on the night.
3-point specialist, Aaron Bloom.
Aaron Bloom is shooting 30% from three-point line this season. Seifer's free throw up and no good. Rebound pulled down by Jeremy Putman. Jackson going the other way. Piccolotti can't figure out quite what to do. Over to Mork. Jackson.
Piccolotti over to Mork. Jackson touch pass over to Piccolotti. He'll shoot over Calkins. Good.
Good shot by Piccolotti there.
Piccolotti was 6 on the game, so Mork and Piccolotti both have 6 points tonight. Walls driving baseline. They're going to call the foul, I believe, on Jackson, unable to get in front of him.
That's 10 fouls on Dubuque, so that'll be 2 shots for Donnie Walls here.
Second foul on Larry Jackson, starting point guard for the Spartans. Well, Wilson and Seifert check out, and into the game are the starting power forward and center, Jason Evers and Ryan Forth. So at the line, Donnie Walls' first one, up and good.
Wilson and Seifert did a good job there, giving Ryan Forth and Jason Evers a little bit of rest there.
You bet. It's 5 in the night for Walls, and an opportunity to make it 6. That's good.
Full court press for the Beavers.
Oh,
they force a turnover.
Taken away by Calkins.
He's going to pull up.
Oh, no good. And I believe on the rebound, Aaron Bloom kind of got tossed aside there. He comes up smiling.
He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Calkins wanted that one to go down.
Fouls on Bankenscott, so. Sends Bloom to line, and on the season, Bloom is 75%, 6 of 8 from the line. First one up, no good.
And just how we say how good he is, we gooch him. Misses it.
Second one up, good. Aaron Bloom with his first point of the game. Press again by the Beavers. Tipped away from behind by Bloom. Putman able to come up with it, forces up a shot. Rebound Jackson. Oh. One-hand fadeaway, trying to get around Evers. Pandemonium.
A lot. I'll steal a phrase from Brad Haugen. A lot of carnage.
They're rolling around the floor. It looked like the Royal Rumble. I mean,
a lot of carnage. I don't know where he came up with that word, but I'll use it. Carnage.
And again, tonight, number 11 is Mike Cousins.
Yep, Cousins. Is he in? Is he in? Or
no, but I just wanted to remind everybody.
Okay, Mark Cousins. Mike? Is it Mike Cousins or Mark?
Excuse me. Yeah, there it is. Mike Cousins. And he's supposedly a junior from Dubuque, so.
Well, he had his 5 seconds in there earlier. Did a real nice job for Dubuque.
Walls inside to Forth, back out to Bloom. There's Calkins. Oh,
great pass.
Touch pass to Forth, unable to get it in. And Evers puts it back in.
Jason Evers doing a great job on the boards.
15 points for Evers so far. He's taking the ball away from everybody and just putting it in.
Yeah, he did a good job there drawing the foul, and he'll go to the line and shoot another free throw.
Evers the real strong game. 15 points right now. Chance to hit 16. And he hits it, and he's a perfect 88 from the line. And he's only 3 points below his average, and we're not even at halftime.
Yeah, he's doing a great job. He's doing everything for BV right now.
There we go, Piccolotti the other way. Easy lay-in for him. Piccolotti now the leader for the Spartans with 8. Walls gives it to Calkins. Got a real quick team in there with Walls and Calkins.
Yep. Walls a wide receiver for the BV football team.
And a shortstop, I believe, for the baseball team.
Yep.
Walls pass tipped away by Piccolotti. They'll try to take it the whole way, and Bloom makes sure there'll be none of that.
Good fall by Aaron Bloom. It would have probably been an easy 2 for Piccolotti there.
Make him earn him the hard way. And we've only had 5 team fouls, so that'll be Bloom's first foul. Josh Hegel still on the bench with 3. 4 points in the night. Josh Hegel counted for half the team's fouls.
Yep. He's got to be proud of that. Good try by Bloom there to come up with that steal, just a little bit off.
Number 43, Matt Guile into the game, inbounding.
Looks like a mini Bryant Reeves, doesn't he? His facial features. Although he plays nothing like Bryant Reeves.
I believe Bloom might have connected with the ref's head on that one.
Oh, well, it took a little bit more hair off the top. We had two guys that might be able to go to the hair club for men. Minoxidil commercial.
Jackson setting it up over to 31 Piccolotti into Putman. He hits it over Evers. And Putman has 7 on the night. 4th in the lane, that's good.
I think he's perfect on the night shooting. All right, he did miss that one on the baseline, but from that spot, he's hit 3 in a row.
He really has the ball up high when he shoots his jumper.
Yeah, he's got a great looking shot. Looks like they'll let Bryant Reeves dribble as much as he wants.
Piccolotti with the ball. He's dribbling around. Gives it to Jackson. 33 Mork. He was looking for number 45 Putman, and he was unable to catch the ball, and it'll be Buena Vista's ball. 45-27 with 52 seconds left. Walls setting it up. Jimmy back over to Walls from deep. And Walls hits both sides of the rim, hits the bankboard and goes in. That's Walls.
I don't think I heard him call bank on that one. Rim bank, I don't think he can call that.
Walls with 9. 2 threes and 3 from the line. Walls with a real strong game. Walls, remember last time we talked to Walls about having a good game against Central, and came through. Didn't say anything. I think he just knew we expected it.
Yeah.
13 on the clock. Piccolotti looking to drive. Turnaround jump shot, hits it.
Oh, good. Are they going to count that, or?
Yes, they're going to count that. I believe.
It was a good turnaround shot there by Piccolotti. Nevertheless.
You bet. Number 21, Jay Holmstrom in. He's from Delwood, Minnesota. Is that up your way?
I have no idea where Delwood is.
Well, it's in Minnesota.
Sure is. What a great state it is.
Well, with 6 seconds left, fourth will be shooting 2. First one up and good. That will be 7 on the night for him.
Both big men for BV doing a great job in this ball game.
Second one up and good. 8 points for 4. 6 seconds for Spartans to get a shot off. They give it to Piccolotti. 3, 2. Conkin steals it, cuts up the half.
Hey, I almost thought that was going to go in. That's especially after practice. Shooting those half quarters.
All right, well, with the score 50-29 at half, we're going to send it back to the studio for some commercial breaks here. So we'll be back here in a couple minutes.
Janine woke up in a cold sweat with one thing echoing through her brain. Who was this guy in her bathroom?
Meanwhile, Barry was thinking, whose bathroom am I in?
Janine remembered going to the party the night before and getting smashed out of her mind.
Barry remembered getting drunk and acting really stupid.
Eventually.
The whole evening came back.
Oh, I must be really stupid.
I must be really dumb.
What did I do? How did I get myself into this?
What did I do? How did I get myself into this?
What about AIDS? Then they both realized, much to their relief, that unlike the rest of us,
they were just cartoons.
Get high.
Get stupid.
Get AIDS.
In a recent worldwide educational test, the United States didn't rank first
Korea,
or second
Taiwan,
or even third.
Switzerland.
It seems while the rest of the world raised their educational standards,
Scotland. Slovenia.
we didn't.
Spain.
So we came in 14th.
The United States.
And 14th is no place for our kids to be. Call 1-800-96-PROMISE, and we'll give you lots of ways to help our kids move forward again.
Just like moons and like suns, with the certainty of tides, just like hope springing high, still I rise. Bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave, I am the hope and the dream of the slave. And so I rise,
Hello and welcome back to Stevens Fieldhouse, where our halftime score is 50-29. For the Beavers, real balanced scoring so far. After Evers, he scored 16 in the first half, and then Walls has 9, Riley and Forth both with 8. So you got to be happy with the scoring there.
Yeah, they've both Evers, Forth, and Donnie Walls a lot. Let's just say the whole team's played really well this first half to get 50 points.
All right, well, we're going to go to interview Brad Haugen with Coach Allgood.
Everybody, here we are at halftime of the guys game. 50-29 is the score, but with me right now is Coach Janet Allgood in kind of a common position we've had been all year. Another home victory for the Beavers. Now, Coach, the final score 80-66, a 14-point win, but I think it's pretty safe to say you guys had to fight for that win out there tonight.
Yeah, we did. Dubuque just wouldn't go away. We jumped on them very early. We got a 12-point lead pretty early, but we just could not shake them. They did a good job of shooting the ball, and they did a great job. They really did.
Yes, they did. Now, when I used the term fighting, I kind of meant that in sort of a more not quite literally as it was, but there was one incident there in the second half. I wonder if you could help me out a little bit. We saw it from up top, but it wasn't the deal with Jen Erickson.
Yeah, we saw it on tape, and Jenny made a great defensive play, falling out of bounds, and then as she's standing up, the girl takes a shot to her head, and then got in her face too and said something to her. And Jenny, I don't blame her. She retaliated, and of course they always say that it's the second push that got caught. And the official, he had to make that call. I was just kind of disappointed he wasn't a little more on top of that play. But that was hard for Jenny because that gave her a 4th foul. She was having a good game, and that was really frustrating for her. But after that, we just told our players, Dubuque was taking a few cheap shots at us, and we just said, hey, you got to turn the other cheek right now and just go out there and play hard. And I was glad our kids did that.
You bet, pulled out the 14-point victory. Now, one of the things that we might have to ask is, we're a little surprised when the starting lineup came out of the floor. There was four young ladies out there that we hadn't seen coming out for introductions before this season. You want to help us out a little bit with that?
Yeah. I've been coaching for longer than probably, I've been coaching a while, and I've never started the same lineup all year. And I wanted to see something. It was kind of an experiment. I wanted to see our 1-3-1 with our best people. And they came out and got through, did a great job. Got an 8-2 lead, got a bunch of steals, and did some good things. And, that's what I wanted to see. It was our starters. They're still our first 5. They're still our people. But also, I wanted to get our bench going a little bit. Our starters have been very consistent in their scoring, but we haven't been scoring as many points because our bench production has dropped. So I was hoping to get them going a little bit early. Hey, it worked great at the beginning, and we jumped out early. And I thought, wow, I might be eating a hot dog at halftime here. And then that, Dubuque woke up and started coming back. But we got to see some things. I know some of my starters probably weren't really pleased with that decision, but I'm the coach and I got to make those calls, but I also have to live with them too. So it was something I got a chance to see, and it served its purpose, and we'll have our first 5 back out on the floor tomorrow night at the beginning of the game.
All right, now that's where we're going to move right on. Nice little segue right there. Let's talk about tomorrow night. You guys come into tonight's game ranked 3rd in the region. Nothing to hurt you with the performance tonight. But tomorrow night's the big one. It's going to be Luther here in the Beaver Dome. What are your thoughts on that game?
Well, first of all, we're very excited to have that opportunity to host Luther, because over there we played them in a really tight game. It was a 4-point game the whole way, and then at the end, in the second half, when we had opportunities to stay, really tight with them, we didn't convert on our free throws. So tomorrow night, we got to play with a lot more emotion than we did tonight. But hey, our kids are human beings. I'm human. Hey, I'll admit, I wasn't that nervous for this game. I knew we were going to win this game because we beat them by 35 points over there. So it is hard, to get motivated, especially when you got Luther tomorrow night. So tomorrow, we got to play with a lot more emotion. Kari Tufte is their All-American. We held her to 5 points over there, so we need to know where she's at again. And I guess tomorrow, we just defensively need a good team effort, and I think if we do that, we'll be in really good shape.
Defense is pretty much the name of the game tonight. That game is tomorrow night. It will be here live on Innovation Video. Tip-off at 6 o'clock, I believe. So if you can't watch at home, why don't you come on out here to the Beaver Dome, watch the 3rd-ranked Buena Vista ladies basketball team taking on Luther, #1 in the region. 6 o'clock is the start time here on Innovation Video. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back here to York and Jostock up in the booth there, and they'll bring you a little first half analysis in the second half of this game, where the men find themselves in the lead 50-21. Thanks a lot, Janet.
BV basketball. Hi, Mom. Love you.
Say Merry Christmas. Did you have a good Christmas? Yeah, get lots of stuff. Yay! Get your horsey. Do something cute. You're just gonna sit there and grin.
If you don't stop your friend from driving drunk, who will? Do whatever it takes.
Every time we say goodbye, I die a little. Every time we say goodbye, I wonder why a little.
Goodbyes are never easy. But none are as painful as saying goodbye forever. So please help one more person live this year by giving blood just one more time. After all, that one person could be someone you never want to part with.
They allow you to go.
Boy, I really did it last night. Got drunk, acted stupid, went home with... Who is that? What am I, stupid? How did I do this? Barry began to worry, really worry. What about AIDS? Then he remembered, hey, I'm just a cartoon. I don't even have to shower. Get high, get stupid, get AIDS.
Hello and welcome back to the Stevens Fieldhouse, where the Buena Vista men are on top 50-29. We thank Brad Haugen for that excellent halftime interview with Coach Allgood.
Oh, yeah, he did an excellent job, didn't he?
I am so proud of him. He's a good kid.
Yeah, he did a good job.
All right, well, with Buena Vista in control here, 50-29, what do you think Coach Gunther's got to say at half?
Well, he's pretty much got to just tell him, keep doing the things you have been doing. You got 50 points on the board, and you've held them to 29, so it's been a good showing for BB in the first half.
You bet. Yeah, he's got to be really pleased with that. Now, if you're the Dubuque coach, Grayling Gordon, what do you have to be saying to your troops in there?
Well, he's pretty much got to be saying, put the ball in the basket. They've only scored 29 points, and they let BV and Jason Evers and Ryan Ford just command the inside.
And if, I talked to my point guard, Larry Jackson, sometimes he seems lackadaisical out there.
Yeah, he sure does. It's got to be that one sock thing. One sock pulled up, one sock pulled down.
It's throwing his balance entirely off.
Yeah,
and
I cannot drive the lane with that one sock that way.
That one time where he got that breakaway layup, he was I could see that was kind of holding down on his one leg. All right, for the Spartans, Ryan Piccolotti leads the way with 10, and Jeremy Putman has 7, and also Dan Mork has 6. So not a whole lot of scoring there for the Spartans. There's your halftime team stats. Buena Vista out-rebounding Dubuque by 8, 30-22.
Turnovers, Buena Vista with 14, Dubuque with 10.
Okay, all right. Well, when Buena Vista is out-rebounding the team, they are 6-1, so that's a good sign for the Beavers.
Yep. When they're ahead at half, they're 9-0 so far this season. So, you pretty much chalk up number 10 here, York, or?
I think we might be seeing number 10 here. It seems like they got a commanding lead. Free throws, Dubuque has hit 12 as BV has hit 11, and Dubuque has 9 field goals and BV has 7. But a lot of those field goals by Buena Vista have been threes.
And we have Jason Evers hitting 8 free throws in a row.
You bet, yes. Comes into the game shooting 66%, and because last time I was telling you about how he was 10 of 12 from the line, and he's doing much the same tonight, 8 of 8.
Yeah, he's done a good job so far. We said he was one of the keys to get the ball inside the Evers, one of the best scoring average on the team, and they've done that tonight. He's been able to get his shots and get the points.
Like we said earlier, Donnie Walls and Brendan Riley both have 2 threes tonight, so got to be happy about the outside shooting. That's going to open up the inside for Evers.
Yep. Right now, I believe Riley is three-pointers away from tying the record.
Which stands at
136.
36, I believe. So if he gets hot here in the second half, hits three threes, he'll tie that record by Shane Steele.
Currently in third place, and Matt Stewart has 135. Came up one short at breaking that record. So, well, also scoring for the Buena Vista Beavers, Jim Calkins had 2. He played some excellent defense in there. He's really quick, and I mean, maybe not scoring as much this season as he'd like, but playing really well on defense.
Yeah, he's the one that makes things happen. He makes things happen when he's in there. He plays excellent defense, and he's just an outstanding passer.
Also, Brendan Riley, with 8, and Aaron Gunnar Bloom, the freshman from Albert City, came in, had a free throw. He has 1. Josh Hegel has 4, scored those 4 probably in the first minute 20. I think that's all the time he's actually seen.
Yep.
And has those 3 fouls. And also, Jeff Wilson comes in with the tip for 2 points. Well, we're gonna go to a public service announcement here, and we'll be back here on Innovation Video in about a minute.
I'm Ryan Forth. Stay tuned for more Beaver basketball here on Innovation Video.
I've had the same friends since I was a little kid. But this year, some of them started playing with these other kids. I guess there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's cool making new friends and all, but they weren't like us. They were, different. And I heard my big brother saying some pretty bad stuff about people like them. But they seemed pretty cool, and we had a pretty good time. So, well, maybe my brother doesn't know everything.
Hey, Carlos, come on, we need you. Don't be afraid. Be your friend.
We're back here in Stevens Fieldhouse, where the halftime score is 50-29. We just got the official halftime stats, and it appears that Buena Vista is outshooting the Spartans in nearly every category.
Yeah, Buena Vista shooting 47% from the field to Dubuque's 43.3 from three-point land at 0% for Dubuque, 31% for Buena Vista. You check the free throws too. Buena Vista at 82% and Dubuque at 75%.
A good stat for the Beavers. They've only sent Dubuque to the line 4 times, so you got to be happy if you're Coach Gunther.
Yeah, they've only went to the line 4 times to BV's 17. So BV's got 14 points out of those 17 trips to Dubuque's only 3, and that's one of the differences in the ball game. If you look at the scoreboard, being 50-29 in BV's favor.
Well, Jostock, I have some very important news for you.
Yeah, what is that?
The man we've been calling Mike Cousins is none other than Keith Bibbins. So from the official scorebook,
it was so much better when he was Mike Cousins, though. I mean, well, they had to change his name to Keith Bibbins.
I don't know. I guess he comes out with a new name every half.
Oh, so. Okay.
So for you scoring at home, number 11 is Keith Bibbins. He's not Mike Cousins.
Oh, well, we had fun with it anyway.
Well, someday, God willing, we'll meet Mike Cousins. All right, we're ready to go here in the second half. Again, Buena Vista leading 50-29.
Little starting lineup change. Calkins will be in for Hegel, starting out the second half for BV.
Ishbel will be inbounding, finds Jackson. Jackson dribbling up against walls. There's Piccolotti. He has 10. There's Jackson, finds Piccolotti again. Over to Mork, inside to Ishbel. Ishbel with the jump pass over to Jackson. He drives the lane, jump stop, pulls up, no good. Rebound Ishbel, and puts it in.
Good position by Isabel to grab that rebound and put it back in for Dubuque.
Ishbel with 6 points, and like we said earlier, not so good shooting by him. He was only 1 of 7 in the first half, forcing up some bad shots, but able to put that one in. Beavers ball. Riley looking for 3, but gives it back to Walls. He sets it up inside the fourth. He finds Riley. That's an open 3. No good.
Just off the mark. A little bit short there.
Rebound number 31, Ryan Piccolotti, and that's his first board of the game.
Good pass inside that time from Jackson to Putman for 2.
Putman with 9. Ryan Forth had 8 points, 5 boards. He had 5 boards, led the team in the first half.
Alley-oop attempt for Forth. Got caught up in traffic there.
It'll stay with Buena Vista.
Fourth inbounding on the sideline in front of the bench. He finds Walls. Walls calls out the play. Over to Calkins. Calkins gives it to Riley. Back out to Calkins. Cross court to Walls for three. No good. Rebound Isbell. He'll take it down the court. Taking it the whole way, and Calkins tries to get it up for the charge. Didn't quite have his feet set.
No, he didn't. Isabel did a good job at getting the block there. Call on Calkins. I believe he'll go to the line and shoot two.
Also number 20, Buena Vista's Jim Calkins, his second personal.
Calkins
Isbell at the free throw
yet to
line
go to
for
the line
Dubuque.
yet tonight, and has 2 points. Oops, excuse me. Isbell is 2 of 2 from the line. Foul on Calkins. Misses his first. 50-33 here. 18:27 left. Second one up, no good. Rebound by Ryan Forth. Doing a really good job on the boards.
Good pass. Oh, right up, just off the mark there from Evers.
Putman pulls down the board, and we're going the other way. There's Mork. Looks to penetrate. Throws up the one-hander and scores.
He needs to take a lot more shots. He's a good player for the Spartans. He's been pretty quiet as of late, though.
Mork 3 of 3 from the field for the first half, and hits his first shot here. He's 4 of 4, so has not missed yet tonight. Calkins. Fourth, back out the Walls. Over to Evers. Excuse me, Riley. There's Evers. Walls finds Fourth cutting. Goes a turnaround jumper.
Good turnaround shot there by Ryan. 4 for 2.
Brendan Riley with just hit 10. That's his. Brendan Riley has 10, excuse me. And
there's Jim Calkins stepping in front for an easy 2. That's candy for Jim Calkins. Another bag.
With 4 tonight. Jackson looking to set it up. Passes out to Piccolotti. Over to Mork. He'll drive, throws it the one-hander. Rebound hauled down by Ryan Forth, and they'll go the other way. Over to Calkins. Looks inside. Evers finds Riley. Finds Forth. Free throw line. Good.
Forth's in the zone right now. He hasn't missed for a long time for BV. Hitting that shot at the top of the key at will.
Forth with 12 on the night. Jackson looking to set it up. Guarded closely by Walls. Over to Isbell. Piccolotti trying to cut. Isbell. Not much going. Gets a screen from Putman. He's on the way to hit the 3. He's 0 of 3 tonight from three-point range.
Okay, I don't think he's much of a three-point shooter. I don't know his statistics so far this year, but he's been way off when he's been shooting it.
Stay here, Spartans ball. Inside to Putman.
Good entry pass from Isabel to Putman for an easy 2.
Putman with 11. Having a nice game inside. Calkins looking to get inside to Evers. Goes the lob over Putman. Putman a little too tall for that. Tips it away, and we're going the other way. Nice spin.
Whoa, spin move. Good pass.
Isbell able to hit the layup. That's 8 for him. Going the other way quickly. Riley with the left. No good. Rebound Isbell. Isbell brings it up. Tosses it ahead.
Errant pass.
Goes it right to Ryan Forth. He's going to try to take it the whole way. Lays it in.
Force really picked it up the second half. I believe he has 6 points here in the second half.
And that'll give him 14 on the game. Jackson setting it up. Wall's playing tough D on him. There's Piccolotti. Spins and hits the layup there.
Good spin move there by Piccolotti.
12 for Piccolotti on the night.
go beyond Putman, Piccolotti, Mork, and you don't have a lot of scoring. Maybe a little bit of Isbell, but not a real big score on the team. Ball taken away by the Spartans. Jackson coming away other way. It's 58-41 here with 14:30 left. Josh Hegel getting set to come back in after an extremely long rest.
Yeah. I'm sure he's very glad to get up off that seat.
Jackson from deep, no good. Rebound tipped around. Evers pulls it down, and Walls will push it ahead. Fakes the bounce pass, gives it to Riley. Riley into Evers. Evers.
Good move by Fourth there. Fakes a shot, gets the guy going in the air, and gets it easy off the glass for 2.
16 points for Ryan Fourth. Nice duck under move. Gives him a 19-point lead. Also checking in the game will be Aaron Gunnar Bloom. Jackson looking to get inside Isbell. Finds a cutting Mork, blocked by
Fourth. Get that out, Fourth. Off his face, and that's going to be BV's ball.
Fourth calling for a rest here. He's been playing extremely well, and to replace him will be Grandview's mayor.
Grandview's mayor, Jeff Wilson.
The mayor of Grandview. Jeff Wilson with 2 points in the first half. Crowd favorite.
Yeah, he sure is. Crowd favorite, Grandview, Iowa.
And he showed me an article today. He appeared in the Grandview newspaper just because he's playing on this fine basketball team.
Oh, I believe so. I'm sure he was quick to show you that article.
Oh, you know, hometown pride.
That's right.
Spartans ball going the other way. Piccolotti drives right past Bloom. That tries to
off
throw
Evers' face.
Evers' face was not open on that one.
No, it sure wasn't. Nevertheless, there's Evers there for an easy good pass from Walls.
Evers was open that time.
Yeah, he's still checking out his eyes, see if it's okay.
Jackson going against Walls again. He's been hounding him all game. Jackson.
Yeah, he's done a great job on Jackson, not being able to do anything.
Oh, and Jeff Wilson gets in
and the mayor drops a charge.
Grandview's finest, Wapello High School. Yeah, he has a buddy up tonight, Mike Hartman from Drake, up to visit, you know, and watch the game and everything. So.
Oh yeah, I believe he's a pretty good golfer there too.
Yeah, he's
at Drake University.
I was talking to him earlier. He was telling me about his preseason workouts, and they sounded quite strenuous. And
oh yeah, I believe so. And probably in golf, I mean, you know, a lot of fingertip push-ups and that sort of thing.
Actually, they have a weightlifting program and they run. So
really?
I was quite impressed.
Huh.
Buena Vista's ball. Oh, looking for the lob for Hegel. Bloom able to save it in the corner. Drives, hits the jumper.
Aaron Bloom for 2.
Aaron Gunnar Bloom with 3 on the night. This one, Spartans seem like they're going to make a little run. And Buena Vista
shuts the door.
Says no and makes a little run of their own. Jackson trying to get inside. There's number 11.
He's used to be Cousins. What's his name now?
Keith Bibbins is now his
Bibbins.
name. Evers pulls out the board. Out ahead to Bloom. Bloom will fire. No rebounders.
Not a good shot there for Bloom.
Jackson pulls down the board. Isbell drives, shoots the jumper. No good. Hegel unable to get the board. Putman up and good. They'll count the basket. And the foul's on Donnie Walls.
Putman going up strong there, drawing the foul and getting the 2 points. He'll go to the line and shoot 1.
13 for Putman with the opportunity to make it 14. Having a strong night there.
It's kind of ironic with the good pressure D that Donnie Walls has played that he only has 1 personal so far in this ball game.
Yes. Number 21, Jay Holmstrom from Delwood, Minnesota. Unable to connect is Putman, and rebound Gunnar Bloom.
Grandview wants it. There he is.
Sets. Evers cuts the lane, tipped away. We're going the other way.
And I think number, 21 should get the ball to someone else.
Holmstrom with the ball.
Not the best dribbler.
Oh. Whoa! Number 41, Brad Sigler, trying a little fancy passing there. And
yep, his coach was wide open on that one.
Interesting fact about Grayling Gordon, the coach for Dubuque. He played in the last Dubuque championship in 1990. So he goes from player to coach, hoping to get some championships there for him as a coach. Walls from outside. They'll count it, and that's
a three.
That's a three.
He's played a real solid game. He's always playing solid games for BV.
12 points for Walls tonight. Dana Seifer getting ready to check in. There's number 21, Jay Holmstrom, inside to number 43, Guile. Ball bouncing around. It'll be out on number 43, Matt Guile, and it will be Buena Vista's ball. The score is 67-43 in favor of the Beavers.
Dana Seifer in the ball game now for BV.
Beavers will take a seat with 18.
Well, Eagle got a little bit of glass there, but Bloom followed it up for 2.
So that will be 5 points.
Jackson hits a 3.
Jackson with 5.
They're scoring quicker than you can write it down over there, York.
Walls looking to set it up there. Seifer posting up. Finds Siegel top the key for 3. That's a good shot.
Good shot there. Great screen by the mayor, Grandview, Iowa, opening him up on that shot there by Hegel.
Hegel with 7. Rebound Seifer going the other way. Wilson doing a little dribbling. Nice pass to Hegel.
Gets the 2. Assist Mayer.
Nice job for a big guy. Way to dribble down the court like that.
Yeah, he has tremendous hands, Wilson.
Well, Jackson driving the lane. I believe Seifer might have followed him on that one. There's a nice shot of Jeff Wilson. Grandview's finest.
Yep.
Foul on Dana Seifer, his first. Jackson at the line. Substitutions for the Spartans into the game. Putman and Piccolotti back in the game. Also number 21, Holmstrom.
And for BV, Calkins checks in for Walls.
Jackson at the line, first one up, short.
He hasn't played well at all for Dubuque tonight, Jackson.
Seems sometimes he's, like we said, he's sometimes very tentative, it looks out there. Jackson hits it. And that gives him 6.
Number 23, John, and you can pronounce that last name. Eduk?
Eduk. Sounds good.
We'll give it Eduk. John Eduk.
That's a long pass by Wilson.
He wasn't quarterback at Grandview, I don't think.
Putman grabs the board, throws up a wild hook shot, and there's Gunnar Bloom with the rebound.
He'll draw the foul.
From Eduk. He's just kind of riding him down the sideline, so that'll be Eduk's first foul. And he's a junior, 5'10 junior from Lake Villa, Illinois.
Freshman Aaron Bloom's done a good job stepping in for BV when Josh Eagle's been in foul trouble.
You bet. Hegel dribbling up. A little bit of a trap going there. Double team. In the corner to Calkins. No good. Rebound Seifer. Kicks it back out to Wilson. He's penetrating. He'll draw the foul. Gets the 3-point line, takes a couple dribbles, draws the foul in the lane.
He'll shoot 2.
Like we said, Jeff Wilson, the sophomore at Grandview, Iowa. Putman's third foul. Wilson with a bucket in the first half, that tip. So Wilson looking to add to that. Getting some good minutes here. Wilson's first. Up, no good, back to the rim. Wilson also had 2 boards in the first half. Wilson's second free throw. Up and good. That gives Jeff Wilson 3 points in the night.
Good rebound there by Wilson.
Wilson grabs the board. BV the other way. Eagle in the corner. Seifer finds Calkins, back to Bloom.
He drives.
Runner by Aaron Bloom, and it falls.
Aaron Bloom with 7. Usually those shots come from behind the arc, but he's been able to get inside of some nice shots there.
Yeah, some nice drives by the freshman.
Number 45, Jeremy Putman posting up, and Seifert goes over his back trying to slap that ball away. That'll be second on Dana Seifert. Well, Jackson comes in for John Eddock, I don't know. Jackson in the game. Fourth going to check back in here. 15, Jackson hits it.
Larry Jackson.
Jackson has 8 on the game. Calkins brings it the other way inside to Seifert. He pump fakes.
His first shot off the glass and in.
Dana Seifert was first 2 of the game. Brendan Riley will be checking back in too. Unable to hit any more threes in the second half. Jackson going against Calkins. Jackson from the top of the key. Oh, he hits it. Jackson doing a little fancy drill and just pulls up and hits it.
Yeah, Jackson's hit a couple shots in a row.
Jackson just hit his 10 points of the game. I believe there was a foul on. Seifert fouled, I believe, when the shot was going up underneath the basket, shoved somebody out of the way. So they'll get the ball back with a chance to have maybe a 5-point possession here, possibly 6. Jackson inside to Putman. Seifert picking up some quick fouls. That'll be number 4. Looks over at the bench.
Seifert cannot believe it.
He's not happy about it at all. Seifert just moving into the dorms actually to start the semester here. Moved into McCord Hall. There's I believe a couple of doors down from you.
Yeah, he's right next door to me. He hasn't gotten in trouble with any RAs yet anyway. Loud music or any of that kind of sort.
Putman's first free throw up and good. Second one, no good. Rebound, Seifert. Gives it the fourth. Back to Calkins. Inside to Seifert, turnaround jumper, partially blocked. Ishbel gets the ball. Out ahead to Putman. Putman, number 31, Piccolotti, and Seifert pulls down the board. Nice pass by Fourth to Calkins. He leaves it for Riley. He kind of loses it. Riley will set it up. Beavers coming back in here.
Good job of resetting that up instead of forcing up another shot for BV.
Calkins with the pass over to Riley. Inside to Fourth, nice pass to Seifert. Unable to put it in, gets his own board, and puts it in.
Good second effort, not giving up there by Seifert.
Dana Seifert, 4 points and I believe 4 boards. 3 no.
There's another board for Seifert.
3 no good by number 21, Jay Holmstrom. Calkins over to
Riley's
Riley.
Open. Yep.
Brendan Riley with his third 3 of the game.
He just put both eyes out on Putman. I think he got put one in Putman's eye earlier in the half.
That's 11 for Riley, and I believe 1 more will tie him for second place all time.
I think it's 2 more, I believe. But Jackson all of a sudden hits fire. He hits another 3. There's Riley again.
Oh, nice tip there by Seifert, unable to hit it.
Good attempt by Seifert to try to put that one back in.
Piccolotti, Jackson trying to drive. He's feeling it now. Bloom unable to stay with him. He's really picked it up some.
Yeah, he's in the last about 3 minutes, he's scored, I believe, 7 or 9 points.
For Jackson, he has 3 threes on the night. And also 2 normal field goals. That would give him 13 points. And 1 from the line, so that'd be 14.
It's too bad for Dubuque that he didn't step it up earlier in this ballgame. Might be a little bit closer.
You bet. Bloom checks out, and in comes Donnie Walls, I believe.
And Bibbins back in the lineup for Dubuque.
Bibbins or Cousins.
It's pretty much pick your own name, whatever you want. Bibbins, Cousin. Doesn't matter.
Jackson's free throw up and good.
0-0. Vankenscott. Yeah, he's back, ready to come back into the ball game.
Jackson's second one up and good. Ryan Fourth inbounds to Evers. Gives it back to Fourth. Looking like trying to get a little trap going there. Walls brings it up.
No trouble with the full court press.
Inside to Evers. Powers it
Another
up.
two. Like we said, Evers had a career high, or maybe it wasn't a career high, but he had 30 against Dubuque.
Yeah, just hit 20 tonight, so he has went over his average. No good by the Spartans. Fourth at the board. He goes passes the Walls back to Evers inside. He kicks it out to Calkins. He'll shoot
way outside.
Oh no! I don't know.
I hope that was a pass. What do you think?
It was a pass.
Okay, we'll give it a pass. We'll give him the assist.
Excellent pass. He disguised that well. Almost looked like a shot.
Yeah, it sure did. He disguised that very well.
Evers grabs it and puts it. No, excuse me, not Evers. Fourth puts it in. Free throw up. Rolls around, no good.
Yeah, I don't think Fourth would be happy trying to give Evers another 2 points instead of giving him those 2.
$16 points for Ryan Fourth on the night. 88 to 58 here with 5:24 left.
Yeah, BV well in command of this ball game.
Excuse me, I interrupted you. What were you going to say?
Fourth and Evers, both the big men for BV, have really stepped it up tonight, and that has been the difference in this ball game.
Scott goes to the little spin move there, and
Evers doesn't want none of that coming in there.
Evers towers over him. Well, they have Scott listed at 6'4", and Evers 6'7", but I think Evers probably closer to 6'9".
Yeah, he's got at least a good 4 inches on him.
Into the game for the Spartans is number 35, David White.
BV crowd didn't like the call, but nevertheless, Duke will go to the ball game or to the line to shoot 1 and 1.
Maurice Vankenscott at the free throw line for Dubuque.
Maurice Vankenscott, number double zeros.
Double zeros. Hey, who in the NBA wore double zeros?
Robert Parrish.
Robert Parrish, the Chief.
And he's still wearing double zeros.
He sure is. Where's he at? Charlotte now?
Yeah, backing up Alonzo Mourning.
Yeah. That won't be too tough a job.
Oh, Ford trying to tip it in for him. Calkins shoots for 3, no good. Evers gets the board. Calkins
from
goodness. Deep. Oh, that's Dan Marley range right there.
Just inside the half-court line, Jim Calkins.
I just glanced over to the BV bench and Coach
Gunther. Van Haften? Lindy,
yes!
Right.
Oh my gosh! He was nodding his head. Man, he didn't like that. A little bit of a block there on names. Like, you know, I haven't been around the team a whole lot lately.
No.
Sometimes you forget. Riley inside the, Fourth, and number 43, Matt Guile with the foul.
And Calkins will take a seat. Detlinger will come in for him.
So far, Riley with 3 threes on the night. And he was 5 behind the mark, tying the mark, so creeping ever so close to that. Fourth
for, yep, there's 3, Ryan Fourth. He's just walking down the court laughing. He can't believe it either.
He's a good shooter from out there. He just doesn't get a whole lot of opportunities.
That's true, York.
He's 1 of 4 from the year. Make that 2 of 5. That puts him in the lead for percentages. Leaves it out there for Riley.
Tried one of those infamous behind-the-back passes, but no one was there for BV.
Scott comes in, draws a foul. Did the basket count that? Did that go?
No, they're gonna call it on the ground, I believe.
Into the game comes Tim Bigger and Brian Stadola.
Crowd favorite, Tim Bigger, number 4 into the ball game.
If you're watching earlier, his little hello, Mom, there on the Beaver basketball promo.
Yeah, I'd have to say that's one of my favorites.
Tim Bigger, formerly of DMAC and William Penn. Spent last year here. Vanken Scott's free throw up and good. That's his first points of the night.
What do you think, Tim's shot going in? His first shot going to go in?
Yes,
Tim's?
I think so.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a baseline shot from the right side. He's going to hit it.
I think he's going to get up and put one down.
Oh, he's got the capabilities. He's holding that 50-inch vertical. Been working on all summer.
50-inch, eh?
Oh, he said he added up to about 45. So I don't know if it's at 50.
Sadola going long to Walls. Tim Bigger, there's three. Oh! Not in the flow yet, I guess.
No, he sure isn't.
There's number 43, Matt Guile, hitting a jumper. Walls pushing it up. Detlinger lays it in.
And again, another nice pass from Donnie Walls for another assist.
Detlinger, that's his first 2 on the night.
Get that out!
Detlinger swats the try. Number 11.
He embarrasses Bevins.
Or Cousins. Bivens
yeah,
or Cousins.
okay, all right. Bivens/Cousins.
He thought he was going to hit a 3 there, and Detlinger came and swatted that in the next week.
And Schmalbeck in for, I believe, number 10, Donnie Walls.
There, Schmalbeck pulls down a board right away. He's bringing it up court. Oh, loses the handle and smart enough to throw it off. Number 35, David White. So it'll stay the Beavers ball with 2:58 left here. 93-65. Beavers looking to go over 100. Sadola finds Detlinger. Throws up that's a really nice shot, almost goes. And a rebound, Bivens/Cousins. Vanken Scott from the free throw line. No good. Rebound, Brian Stadola.
Just a bit long there by Baconstead.
Schmalbeck bringing it up. Over to Stadola. Looking to penetrate. Detlinger over to Schmalbeck. No good. Rebound number 35, David White. Schmalbeck with the ball going the other way. Finds Stadola, gives it back to Schmalbeck. Gets it blocked from behind.
Bevins/Cousins with the block.
Nice block. Maybe giving a little bit back. He's embarrassed by Detlinger. 3, no good.
Here's Bigger running the show. Schmalbeck. They're going to call the charge, I believe.
Schmalbeck, no good. Bigger pulls down that board with monster authority there. Then he runs the break.
Fouls on number 32, Ryan Schmalbeck. His first personal
Schmalbeck
foul.
picks up the foul. He's a freshman from Belmont, Iowa. That's up my way.
How far is that from you there?
Be about 15 miles from where I live, I believe.
So do you suppose you go by that on the way back or not?
No, it's actually a little bit north of Highway 3. That's what I take back. But I scrimmaged him in high school and everything, and I don't know. We kind of have a rivalry between us, Belmont and I live in Latimer, so kind of a little rivalry going. But we got here and kind of became
Settled
friends.
your differences.
Oh, you bet. Yeah, I never really was involved, but since I was Latimer, I guess I was bad.
That's right.
All right. Vanken Scott at the line. 93-65 with just under 2 minutes left to play. Vanken Scott hits the second one. He has 3 on the night. Schmalbeck going the other way.
Go behind the back dribble there.
Detlinger with the pump fake. He'll shoot and gets it to goal.
I think that's his favorite move there. Bring the ball down, come back up, and shoot it off the glass.
Detlinger with 4 on the night. Inside to Vanken Scott. He pump fakes, gets Seifer up and able to put it in. 95-68. Hoping for 100 here. Kyle Fulcher and Jeremy Marin ready to check in. Nice pass inside to Dana Seifer, and he hits, and that's 6 on the night for Seifer.
Seifer, crowd from BV getting a little bit upset at Seifer here. They thought maybe he could dunk that.
Oh, big time long shot there by number 35, David White. Seifer pulls down the board.
another hometown native, Kyle Fulcher, coming in the ballgame from Storm Lake St. Mary's.
And also Jeremy Marin.
Seifer and Detling will take a seat.
So on the floor, Stadola, Schmalbach, Bigger, Marin, and Fulcher. Fulcher finds Marin. First shot.
First varsity shot, just a bit long.
I believe is a pass.
Okay.
First varsity pass.
Just a bit over his head.
Actually, I think Fulcher is supposed to cut to the hoop for the dunk on that.
Yeah. It's got to be Kyle Fulcher's fault on that one.
Fulcher, 5'8", sophomore out of Storm Lake. 51.4 left here, 97-68. So if Tim Bigger could just hit a 3 here, we could hit the 100
Hit 100 mark. That's what the fans want right now. Want to hit 100.
Fulcher bringing it up.
And I think if Tim gets the opportunity, he won't miss it again.
Schmalbach, tries the reverse layup. That's blocked.
Tim Bigger wide open over in the corner, too.
Number 43, no good. Rebound to Bibbins.
Oh!
No good on reverse. Fulcher pulls down the board. Going the other way. They're looking for... Fulcher decides to pull up. Bang! He hits it. What a Kyle
Fulcher for 3!
Fulcher knocks it down. Going the other way. Vankenscott hits it. Vankenscott hits it, and that will be 7 for him so far.
Yeah, Tim Bigger talking to Kyle Fulcher. He says, hey, I wanted that shot. He was open too. Nevertheless, Fulcher for 3 gives BV 100.
Vankenscott's free throw after he hit the hoop. Up. No good. Number 35. David White, and the Fulcher comes from behind and kind of swats it down. Crowd doesn't like the call. Fulcher gets up for quite a few blocks.
Yeah, he sure does. Averaging about, what is that, point?
None.
Oh, okay. Our fault on that one. We thought he did have a block.
Well,
we'll give him one for that one, huh?
We'll give him credit for that.
1 block.
First free throw by David White, up and good. Second one, also good.
I say if you're BV, you got to get the ball to Tim Bigger right here. What do you think?
I think so, too. Tim Bigger needs some points. All right, it's staying here. Bigger point for somebody to inbound. Schmalbach will do it. Setting a little box there. Screen by Stadola over to Bigger. He'll launch for 3. Stadola grabs the board. He pump fakes, finds Schmalbach, hits it. 2 with 0.8 left. Schmalbach hits it, and that is the game. All right, with our final score, 102-72, Buena Vista wins. We're going to cut to commercial. We'll be back here in a couple minutes here on Innovation Video.
Stay tuned for Beaver basketball.
It takes so little to save our rivers and oceans for future generations. If we use less toxic household cleaners, we protect a little. Fewer lawn care chemicals, a little more. And recycling used motor oil gains us so much. In fact, there are many things we can do in our everyday lives that can help stop water pollution forever. Clean water. If we all do a little, we can do a lot. Brought to you by the Natural Resources Defense Council and the Ad Councils of the U.S. and Japan.
Which child deserves to be read to? This one? Or is it this one? Which child will learn to use a toothbrush? Who will have a chance to sing? The choice is yours. Volunteer for Head Start. With your help, more low-income preschool children can get what other children already have. Change the world of a child, and you change the world.
You're getting so angry. That's enough! Enough! I'm gonna give you something to scream about! Get over here! Get up! I can't! I'm talking to you! Get up! I can't! Stop crying! You're asking for it again!
For information about how you can help stop domestic violence, call us.
Someone out there needs help, and you've decided to save them. Every year, thousands of people die waiting for organ and tissue transplants. To be a donor, even if you've signed something, you must tell your family now so they can carry out your decision later. Otherwise, it's like throwing a 12-foot rope to someone who's 15 feet away. Share your life. Share your decision.
Hello and welcome back to Stevens Fieldhouse, where the Buena Vista Beavers won this game 102-72. It's got to be an important win for them in the Iowa Conference.
Yeah, it was a good win for Buena Vista tonight. They did a good job of getting the ball inside to Ryan Forth and Jason Evers. And they hit a couple threes tonight, which helped them to come away with a 102-72 victory tonight.
Jason Evers led the way with 22, and Ryan Forth had 19. Both had real strong games inside.
Yeah, they sure did. They got their points, they got their rebounds, and I believe Jason Evers went perfect 8 of 8 from the free throw line. So Buena Vista, like we said, did a good job inside with Forth and Evers.
Also, Donnie Walls had 12, Brendan Riley with 11, and Josh Eagle with 9. So, you had the two guys up there right around 20, and you also have some guys in double digits there. You got to be happy about that.
Yeah, a lot of people scored for Buena Vista tonight. Brendan Riley still chasing that record for threes. I believe he's 2 away. He'll probably get that tomorrow night against a good Luther team.
You bet. Yes, he's a really good three-point shooter. For the Dubuque Spartans, leading scorer there was Jeremy Putman with 14, and Ryan Piccolotti had 12. Also, Larry Jackson came on at the end and had 3 threes. So if you're coach of the Spartans, you got to wish they a little bit earlier you could have maybe ignited them and it could have maybe been a game.
Yeah, they did score 72 points tonight, but their defense wasn't probably what they expected, giving up 102 points. But 72 points per ball game isn't that bad.
Well, this leaves the Beavers 6-3 in the conference, 9-8 overall, and Dubuque drops to 5-12, 2-6 in the conference. So make sure you tune in tomorrow night as both the men and the women face Buena Vista faces Luther. So tune in on Innovation Video tomorrow night. Thanks for tuning in.
Wilson, stay tuned for BV Basketball and Innovation Video.